Hi, I'm Juan Rodríguez, professor of cybersecurity at SUNY Westchester. I'm also an adjunct at CUNY, Gutman, and City College. I teach security, server, programming, a little bit of programming. I teach networking. I teach the CompTIA A+ course. I love teaching. I've been teaching for 7 years, and it is the best decision that I've ever made. I'm actually teaching a class now, adult continuing education class, that is mostly women of color. They're from different backgrounds, and they are absolutely killing it. They have bought into the CompTIA way and the way I'm teaching them and the study method that I've used. And I would say half the women in this class the class is not even over, but they are ready to take the exam. They, by shooting them questions and doing practice exams, but they are all trying to change their life, and they know that this is the way they go. And they bought my speech the first day, and they're like, "Hey, professor, we're with you. We're gonna work hard, and we're gonna do what it is to do." And they are absolutely killing it. I'm so proud of them. So I have another student who, he does floors. He puts floors for a living. And he took my course, finished, didn't take the exam. A couple of months later, he emails me and says, "Hey, I know that, I didn't take it serious, but I got a situation going on. Can you help me?" And I helped him. I sent him practice exams, and I have a podcast that I referred him to the podcast. It goes through a lot of the CompTIA topics. And a couple of weeks after that, early in the morning, Sunday morning, I get an email from him. And it's this whole thing that he thanked me. He took the exam, he passed, he got a job. He thanked me, he said, "I changed his life." He said, "You changed my life." And I wrote back, "I didn't change your life. I just pointed you in the right direction, and you were able to do it." And I have another student who, he got a job. He didn't do anything, had nothing to do with technology. He got a job through a friend of his, but they told him he had 1 week to get his Security Plus certification. He told me, "Professor, tell me what I have to do, and I'll do it." I said, "You need to lock yourself in the room for 10 hours for 2 or 3 days and study this." And I sent him information that he could study on. That was on a Wednesday. Sunday morning, he emails me, said, "Professor, I passed the exam." And he was worried because he had a wife, 2 kids. His wife didn't work. He wasn't working. He didn't have a job, and he needed this. I said, normally I don't really like to help people who kind of like want to jump the line and not start at the bottom. But if you think you can do it, I'll help you. He goes, "I can do it." And he did it. That's what I like when students email me back and saying, "Hey, I bought into what you were saying. I bought into, CompTIA, and just tell me what I have to do and I'll do it." And they pass. So that was a good one. I like that one. I like that story. Usually what I tell people is, if you want to get into this field from a different field that you have to take this serious, right? You have to go all in. These exams are not easy. They are hard. That's why they are valuable. And if you dedicate your time to study and to practice, you will pass. But the problem is the time. You have to dedicate your time. And for some people, time it's a major factor, especially if you're working and you have a family. It's tough. But if you're able to carve out that time and that dedication, you can do it. One of my biggest rewards as a teacher, which was unexpected, is how much a teacher has an influence on the students' lives. And being able to have an email from a student or a former student say, "You were able to change my life by telling me to take this exam, and I passed." That is the best feeling in the world as a teacher. You can't beat that.